what's up? Good morning. My name is Brittney. Welcome back. Today we're on set. This is a day in the life as me, Brittney. Can somebody give me an apple box?
Guys, we are on set for 48 hours with the Shane Hurlbut. Guess what? I'm gonna be cam opping for him. Today is day one, which is pre-light day. We have condors, we have moving lights, we have fly swatters, all to recreate a moonlight scene from Hollywood level all the way to indie level. We have Nanlux, we have Sony Buranos, we have Hollyland, and we, of course, we have Condor Blue. So with that being said, let's just get into the first setup of the day.
All right, so this is gonna be done in 3 stages. We're gonna rig the 2400B heads and the ballast and get that all cabled up first. And then we're gonna go ahead and put all the cable up the arm. And then the very last thing we'll do is we'll put the movers on the base of the basket. So Nanlux made it easy. They built a 4-light cage. It has some tilt adjustments where you can tilt up and down. But when we use the Condor, we're gonna actually use the basket and the jib arm to tilt up and down, and then we'll be able to pan the basket left and right. And so those moving lights are gonna really help us in our wide shot, our night exterior shots, where let's say you've got several hundred feet worth of trees or mountains, but you're not going to be able to put a light anywhere to light those, but you want a little bit of detail. So we'll be able to talk with our programmer and have them dial in and exact the position where we're going to put the moving light so that we can light a section of trees or light a piece of a mountain. And then we have the 4 2400Bs that are going to be, basically it's almost an 18K Area Max output. So that's going to backlight our entire set that we're shooting. Everything is running off of the SaniSet Fleet total battery power tow plant. That's going to run the set for a couple days, and it's perfect. We can check all the levels, and we don't have to worry about balancing. We don't have to worry about where we put the generator. It's very quiet, so we get all of those perks with the battery generator, and still get to light a cool set with LEDs.
So right here we have a 12 by 20 checkered bounce. And if you look at the fabric, you'll notice it's made up of a bunch of different squares that are about 1 foot by 1 foot. And we've got what looks like bleached muslin, unbleached muslin, some day blue, and it looks like a little bit of 7% gray on there, on each of these individual squares. And the idea with the multiple colors kind of randomly organized throughout that rag is that it's more of an organic bounce than just a white sheet of fabric. So the idea of all these different colors, it's like light bouncing off like a natural setting, right? So if we look anywhere around us, we'll see shades of beige, brown, green, blue, you know, a lot of different colors. And so that's what this bounce does. And the way that that affects skin tones is a lot of times that white bounce will give you like a white sort of sheen on the skin, almost like it's reflecting off the skin, and these different color patterns prevent that from happening. So it's a lot less obvious that it's being lit by an artificial bounce.
Let's get on to the essence of what is a wonderful moonlit scene. That is kind of creating your backlight, but then also moonlight is just like sunlight. Sunlight comes in, it ricochets off this ground. That ground right now is filling me into my face. Well, moonlight does the same thing. So what I do is I fly large fly swatters in the air to create moon ambience, to fill in those shadows. And this is done with what we call a fly swatter. Go, 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 go.
So we got the Burano all rigged up with Condor Blue accessories, some really cool ACs rigged this out, and I was able to kind of see how they worked with it. But we're using a prototype Hollywood handle, and then we've got these adjustable pivot handles for shoulder rig stuff. We'll be able to attach a pad to the rails whenever we need to. And then the Burano has pretty bad I/O for power distro, so we used the Condor Blue Pro battery plate V-mount, which gave us 2 more D-taps. Wasn't quite enough for this setup because we're running Prestons and the Light Ranger. So we also added on a D-tap hub, which allowed us to attach the MDR and run all the power distro we need for our follow focus system. And then we've got this kind of combination system up here. So we have a friction arm and then a 3/8 to NATO monitor mount, which is really awesome because we can kind of place the monitor wherever we want and then still get that slight adjustment for the operator, which is pretty nice. We've got IRIX primes on here. This is the new 65.
I love the design. I loved how they were flaring. I also love that the diameters are all the same. All the gears on the iris and focus are the exact same. So when you're putting on your Preston on this side and getting all your gears, they fall in absolutely perfect. And hell, I cannot wait to try these out tonight.
So we have a EVF bracket here, and one of the biggest problems with the Burano is that when you attach the eyepiece, the monitor needs to be to the side like this. But with this swivel bracket here mounted straight into the Burano, we're able to use it like this without the loop and then flip it over and attach the loop on, which really solves that problem. Because otherwise with Sony's native system, you have to unscrew out of this side bracket and screw on a totally different piece here to swap between loop on and loop off. So this gives us a lot of speed and flexibility on set.
I love these cards from Angel Bird. We've been using them on this whole production. They work like $1 million. Did you know that you can record a backup while you're shooting on the B card? This is a thing that a lot of people don't understand. They put an A slot and a B slot in there, but you can actually merge those so they're writing to 2 different cards. This is huge for a lot of indie filmmakers. A lot of times we get these corrupted cards that happen, and this really secures your shooting. My setup on here, I have 24 headsets, so I can get, communicate to crane, communicate to drone, everyone can be on headsets. Before I only had like 16 and I wasn't able to really, have enough. So I wanted something that was robust enough to have 24. And the cool thing that what we do is we hook this all up with the sound mixer too. So he gives us a Comtech, and that goes directly into the quote unquote C channel. So we can hear all the dialogue of the actors.
Shane's going to be going through some different qualities of lights, using different backlights, some hard sources, some soft sources like a light mat, and then some like broader panel lights like the Nanlux 650C. And then we're going to have our big fly swatter 20 by checkerboard bounce overhead that we're going to bounce some 2400 Bs into, and then we'll kind of see what else we're doing.
And then I'm going to come back to the monitor, and then Brittney and Brady and I are going to discuss, the look and everything, based on all this. All right, welcome to my Moonlight laboratory.
Move, body, move your body.
My drama is usually my key light is at exposure, and my fill is about 3.5 stops down. Everything with cinematography is emotion, right? You read the script and you try to dive into that emotion, and then I try to do it with lighting and camera.
We are officially done with day 1. It is a wrap. I am tired, my legs hurt, I'm cold. I got like so many of these in my bed. Like, this is crazy, guys. And like, we have a whole nother day to go. This was amazing. I am moonlight gray all day now, so if you know, you know. Stop the press. So before we get into day 2, which is all about cam mopping, I want to make sure that you guys do not miss out on the masterclass. Make sure that you go on filmmakersacademy.com, that you sign up, and you can watch it online using my code, which is going to be in the description below. Now, they have the period from the 26th to January 9th, so please do not miss it. Definitely check it out. It is the perfect time so you can start your new year off right. And I'm only showing you the behind the scenes. So just think about what more you'll get if you actually saw the masterclass. All right, so back to day 2.
And here's Brittney on the camera.
So it It is day 2, and today's the day for all the magic to happen. I'm gonna be on the wheels, and I've been practicing with my little wheels, but I'm gonna be controlling that Scorpio head over there, and I'm nervous. It's a lot of pressure. So we're about to get some practice in while everybody's doing the things.
Being smooth and having finesse is key.
Yes.
You know, especially if you're adjusting the frame. If you do this, if you're very jolty when you're adjusting the frame, then it's very obvious that you didn't land where you wanted to land, and so you're reframing yourself. So work on being extra, smooth. Your starts and your stops.
When you're doing it, think of the pan as like, try to dedicate that to your mind, and like pan's on autopilot. So panning is just like, it just happens, and then you control headroom with tilt. Just pan and then adjust the tilt as you see needed.
Whenever Brittney and I are on set together, it's all hell breaks loose. We do nothing right, and we just shit talk.
I know we do.
Like, I got this hat, right? Check these hats out.
No.
I got this hat, and then 5 minutes later, she walks up, and she's like, "Hey, look what I got!"
No, I got the hat first.
Which is really her being like, "I want to be you."
First of all, this hat is actually dope. First of all, like we're really siblings.
We're siblings.
Yeah, you just have a different dad. So you're a little
That's
lighter.
what I've been saying.
I'll tell everybody. That's
Nobody
crazy.
believes me.
That's why I'm short, because it was my mom.
Have you guys built a 10 out of Speedrail before? When we have our final tent shape, it looks nice and sexy.
Coffee.
Check you up for failure here. The top rag is a 20 by 20. We have two 12 by 20s on either side, 12 by in the middle, and an 8 by here. The reason why we make these bigger than what we need to make them is so that way when we put a light in or we put in a set deck or anything like that, if they turn the camera any direction, we don't just see a solid. It looks like it's nighttime. It looks like it's outside. So that way, also, if we're looking through that door, we can't put a light. You can't see the light in the door, so the light's gonna come off to the side. So if we make it too small, you'll see everything.
Yeah.
It kind of gives a little bit of working room.
You push it back.
Yeah.
I am looking for the shot list so that I can make sure that I know my shots. Cam hopping, so I'm not asking the DP what's the shot. I know my shots. I'm studying my shots so that when we go in there, I know exactly what I need to do.
We're going to be pushing in like this. All of a sudden you see that door. Oh.
I thought he was acting.
So that door will the handle goes. Then you go up to the switch. He flicks it, then the door opens, we get a flare from her, and then he grabs the shovel, and then he comes in, and we kind of let him go. I'm going to dig a hole.
Is this, Shane, is this handheld? What's
handheld?
Okay.
Handheld Mantis.
Okay. AB mark?
They wanted me to be something I'm not. No, I won't settle 'cause I know my worth. Nah, never ever. All these expectations.
That was excellent. Great work. Yeah, very nice. Thank you.
Everything that's happening right
Did you
here.
like it? You're going to be taking them around like this, and you're going to be pushing.
And right a little bit, and then as soon as he takes a step, he pushes your frame left to right.
Here we go. Ready. Cameras are rolling. Brittney said.
Set.
And 3, 2, 1, action.
So right when he hit me, turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
right when he hits you, you kind of come over and you look to that. Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then you're gonna start to walk towards it. Okay. Let's roll camera, please.
Ready. Mark.
Yeah. All right, so we flare on action. Everyone set? Pretty good.
Set.
Ready and action, flare.
And Shane said I did good.
Perfect.